Hi guys, and welcome to another rapid game. In this game we play against a guy with a rating of 2100 and the opening is the Sicilian defense again. So I'm aiming to play the Sicilian 4 knights again, and I try to show my ideas and all the variations I prepared in this line. So this is the basic position of the Sicilian 4 knights. Usually white has a couple of options here, out of which bishop e3 is not one of the best ones, because now I can already put some pressure on his center. The knight is pinned, e4 is under attack, and if he defends by either of those moves, I'm already ready to push in the center with d5 and equalize the game more or less. So let's see what he's coming up with. Basically, I think he needs to do one of those anyway. Maybe he could also take here, but black is more than fine in any of these. So let's see. Queen to f3. Okay, that's interesting. He's protecting this pawn, that's his idea. But maybe I can increase the pressure. Something like queen to a5 is interesting. What will he actually do then? Probably no good response, I think. If he takes here, I might even take here first. And that's already very, very good. He cannot play bishop d2 now because I take d4. If he goes knight to e2, this looks kind of sad because he won't develop this bishop on f1. So already here, position can be very, very good for us. So you see how fast it can happen in the Sicilian 4 knights if your opponent is not well prepared, playing a normal looking move, bishop e3, and then after bishop b4, he's already under pressure, and one more move and he's already worse. So I can really recommend the Sicilian to you. It's easy to learn. There are not so many variations as in other Sicilians, and still it can be quite aggressive. So let's wait a little bit what he will be doing here. I think his best option might still be knight to e2. Okay, king d2. That's something we should in general be very happy about if the opponent is moving his king that early. But maybe it's not so easy to punish. So what are our options? Maybe I can attack the queen here, because now queen g3 runs into this fork. So that's my first idea. Let's go stick to this one because it looks quite aggressive. Where can the queen actually go? The queen always needs to stick to this pawn, so there is basically just this f4 square. And after f4, I can attack the queen. Oh no, I cannot attack the queen because then my knight would drop. But I just need to attack the queen one more time, and I think it should be maybe possible. Maybe knight g6. Queen still needs to defend this, and the queen needs to go back. So we have a repetition for sure. Plus we can improve later, but maybe I want to find the knockout already here. I go here, queen goes there. It's looking very, very unstable. Maybe I can then play d5, or no, I cannot because the knight is hanging. I could play bishop to d6 back, trying to threaten some discovered attacks against the queen. Yeah, might be reasonable. Yes, I like this. Okay, we can start with this one. It's no risk. Queen f4 looks quite awkward in any case. And then we can decide if we play d5, maybe even king to here, protecting the knight, having some g5 ideas, but it's a bit slow. Okay, let's see. How about this idea again? Queen needs to go to f3 again. Maybe we can test him once, because he really has no other square. And if he's doing the mistake, we are happy. And if he's finding the correct move, we will come back. That's a good thing in practice. You can test your opponent if he's finding the correct defense. If I go here, he again needs to go to here, but then I don't have any other ideas. So I should be careful not to repeat it 3 times. So let's come back and then let's think about bishop d6. So queen f4, its only move. He shouldn't think about this so long. And then I go here. I threaten this check and take the queen. What can he do about it? Queen to h4, but then I have knight g6 and he cannot go to f4 and then he will drop the e4 pawn. And after queen f4, bishop d6, if he attacks my bishop, then I have a check and I take his queen first. I think maybe he can move the king away, but it's hard to believe that I don't have any discovered attack. I think knight c4 would be good enough, targeting b2 and the f4 queen. So basically I think he needs to do it anyway. Don't know why he's thinking, but then I think bishop d6 should be quite good. d5 might also be good. We can have a look at this as long as he's thinking. Ah no, it's not good, this d5, because the knight drops. Also, yes, maybe normal developing moves are not bad, but I think the easiest is just bishop d6 because the queen is so stuck. Let's see. Maybe in the meantime I can show you what the best 2 moves are here for white. The first one is take. When I take with the pawn to increase my central influence and then play e5. That's one of the main lines, and the other main line is going knight d to b5, trying to jump here with the knight. After which black has 2 options. One is bishop b4, which I personally don't like because after a3 things are simple and black can just play for a draw. And the other one is bishop c5, which I like. Now my opponent moved queen f4 as we expected, and we will go bishop d6 as we calculated earlier. And now the threat is this check picking up the white queen, and it's not easy to find a solution. Maybe he can attack my queen though. Haven't considered this too much, but I think it's a good move. Then there might be no pin any longer. Yeah, knight b3 might be interesting. Let's see, how do I react to this? Will I go here? But then he will hit me again. Not so easy. Then I could give a check. No, I cannot, because in the end my queen will drop. So yeah, I kind of missed this knight b3. But still our position should be very, very good because his king is in the center. We have no issues. We have a big threat. So maybe after knight b3 just go back all the way. What will he do then? Still have this discovered attack. If he attacks the bishop, it's with check. Doesn't matter. I think this looks reasonable. Okay. I think that's the only safe spot. So let's go back. And still he needs to deal with this one. Queen h4 might be an option though, because this knight is not pinned any longer, and after knight g6, queen h3, we cannot immediately take there. However, his king is in the center, and e4 might be weak later. But still, I think that's the way he should go. Do we have some other options there? Oh, maybe we have some tactical ideas because the queen is also unprotected there, but knight e4, sadly, he can take with the queen, which is not what we want. But maybe we can set a little trap as well here. If I went there with this knight, my threat is to take the bishop, but not only to take the bishop, but also to give this check and then take the queen. However, if I play knight to g4, he might go bishop g5. Oh, but that's really nice. Then I have a check here. And if he takes, I will win his queen. I will show you. So I think the most natural answer is this one, which is protecting against knight e4 check. and against taking the bishop. But if he does this, I will offer my bishop on f4, and if he takes it, then this queen will be unprotected, after which I have knight to e4, knight takes, and queen takes h4, winning his queen. So basically, after bishop g5, oh, he's immediately falling for my threat. I take here. He will get some pieces in return, but it's not enough for the queen. Okay, he must take d6, no choice. Now, which spot is safest for the king? Definitely not d8, because then he will win back the queen with this typical tactics here. So I should just go here. I think here I'm pretty safe. After this I could even run further. He's just not having enough pieces. Yes. If he's not moving the bishop, I will take it. Okay, now let's see. My minimum solution was to just go away. But maybe there is still something better. Maybe I can insert this check here, because the king cannot run away to c1. Yes, why not? But then I need to move the king away. But it's no problem, I think. Giving this check on e5 doesn't help me so much, so I will not give it. Just go away. Can try to target my knight, but I have enough safe spots, and if I have time I will finally try to finish my development with b6. Okay, let's start with b6. The bishop now needs to stay on this diagonal, I think. Okay, not necessarily, but I just need to organize my pieces. But I think he has no threats, that's really good. Maybe I bring the rook in. Okay, he's going to d4. Now this knight is unprotected. Can I make something out of it? Queen f4, it's not a double threat, because f2 is protected. However, I still like it, because how does he protect the knight actually? If he moves the bishop to, let's say here, then this pawn would be unprotected. So maybe he's forced to trade the knight or to go back, which I would be quite happy about. Okay, bishop to f3, that's a good move. But still, we need to question it. If I take here, he takes my rook. Do I have something? Maybe bishop here. Not really necessary. Okay, I will just move it. He cannot really attack it here. Knight is hanging. So let's see what he's gonna do. Maybe now bishop c3 is possible, because f2 is not hanging. Maybe I can even be greedy and take h2. Because this bishop is hit, and I could take it with check then. So maybe. Let's see. Needs to do something. Okay, h3. That's interesting. So which options do I have? I think I can go here. I could also consider taking d6, but then he always has this annoying move. But let's quickly, he could also take just on g4. I don't like this. Okay, I will just go here, setting this threat. I think it should be good enough. Every trade is good for us, because we can untangle our pieces more easily then. Still, maybe I want to bring the rook later. Maybe also this is an improvement to the position. If he goes bishop e2 though, now I need to come up with something. Maybe knight c6, hitting this bishop and this knight. Bishop e2 should be best, I think. My queen should be still quite safe. Okay, he's running out of time also. So let's be careful that we don't lose by position, because yeah, time is quite good. So if I go knight c6, he has this one, and still the knight is protected again. So I don't like it that much. I would love to play bishop finally out, but this would leave my rook a bit awkward and it would give him time. Maybe he can try to exploit my loose queen there. Let's go here, because this knight is annoying. If he trades, I get new squares for my queen, which can be quite useful, and if he attacks it, for example, I just go here. Maybe castling is a good move for him now, but I will just keep it closed, and in the long run, the material should tell. Okay, rook f1, that's weird. Why does he move the rook instead of castling? I could try to target this one, but he will play f3. I cannot really take because my knight is under attack, so I will just attack this bishop here. He's stepping back. Okay, I will grab some center. I think now it starts looking quite nice. Should I attack the c2 or just go back? I think this is solid. I like this. And now I can organize my pieces as if I would have castled. And then it's just winning by material. Okay, he's trading pieces. That's nice. I will bring my pieces to the open files. Okay, he's trying to do something here. I have the center. Okay, I have the center. Now what to do? Can I trap his rook? Maybe. Bishop d3, I have e4. And also here, maybe just e4. His rook is a bit stuck. I will take stuff. And I will create a mating grid here. Okay, check. We just drop back and should be mate soon. He's giving some checks, but everything is very well covered. And now let's find the quickest mate. Can you guys find a quick mate? So what can we do? Maybe rook c3 is interesting, because then I threaten mate on d2. Okay, he already resigned. He doesn't like to be mated here, but I think, for example, with this we're getting to mate quite fast. Also, queen b1 is probably just very quick. So thanks for watching. Hope you could learn something from the game, and I hope to see you next time. Goodbye.